Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online. In the last episode, we were sent to Kurthus to investigate the reason why convoys of supplies from the Ishgardians to Revenant's Toll were being attacked by heretics, and to see what we could do about it. And as it turns out that the heretics, which are those that basically follow the dragons in Ishgar's war with Dragonkind, have become much more dangerous and much more organized recently under the command of a new leader only known as Lady Iceheart. So we investigated that a little bit, and some more supplies are going to be sent, and we'll see what comes of that. Once we're back in Revenant's Toll, we handed out the new uniforms to the recruits that we had picked up, amongst a few others, and Alphino had his little inaugural ceremony to dub his new organization the Crystal Braves. And so we're going to be helping Alphino out to see what he needs done with getting his new organization up and running. So I'm going to go ahead and speak with Alphino, who is back in the Rising Stones, and see what he needs us to do. Alright, here we are. What is it, Ayame? And do be concise, I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself. My presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted this resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Yami. Alright. So, we will go have a chat with Ilberd here. Let's see what needs doing.
Hail to you, Scion. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion. Circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Alright. I'm trying to root out this Garlean agent. Alright, so we need to head to the Hall of Flames and speak with Raubon. Simple enough. Let's go ahead and teleport ourselves over to Ul'dah and see what we need to do. Where am I going? This way. Alright, Raubon. Let's have a chat.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Pah! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Hilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. so it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monitarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland. Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Alright then. So apparently those two are old friends, or rivals, or both. Alright, so we don't really need any of this. We're just going to grab those silver pieces and see what it is we're going to have to do next. Ilbert is eager to continue his investigation of the Garlean spine known as the Ivy. Alright. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Leveilleur. Alright, so I guess we're going to head back to Revenant's Toll once more and have another chat with Alphinaud. And this is why you want to have Revenant's Toll as your free teleport at this point in the story. So you're constantly going back and forth. And you'd spend all of your quest rewards on teleports. Alright, Alphinaud. Let's give him an update on what's going on. We are returned from Ul'dah, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. Gods damn it. According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask you for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives. Yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you're the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Alienne of the Fourth lies in wait at the Tangle near the entrance to Castrum Sentry. Seek her out, and she will apprise you of the situation. Alright, so another break-in or infiltration of Castrum Sentry, or we're just going to bust down the front door and hack our way to what we need. We'll have to see. We're going to head out to the Tangle, have a chat with Alienne, Eliane, I think. And see what we need to do here. Stage a rescue mission. Now, if I recall, these toads will still attack me at level 52. So I'll try and avoid getting in front of them. Not that they're that dangerous, it's just they're annoying. Because they like to grab you with their tongues and pull you back, so... a bit irritating. Alright. Eliane? You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is as strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it is too late. Alright. Find Resh Palali in the Castrum Sentry. Alright, so I guess we are fighting our way through. No subtlety, unlike the last time we were here. I was hoping you weren't going to do that, but now that you have... Probably we'll just take this guy out too. Somebody else over here? Looks like. Oh, I got myself a vanguard. Alright. Equus, are you going to do anything about this? Nope. Alright, Aquarius, we're going to leave you alone. Signifer, no reason to attack you. Alright. Our target is somewhere in the area. Alright, let's start looking around. Not back here. I think I see my purple circle. There we are. Hi, guys. third. No big deal. I'll let my Chocobo deal with that Lancer. There you go. Okay, Resh. Gotcha. Where am I? Resh, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now, to quit this accursed place, Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Alright, raising a ruckus? That I can definitely do. Hi. Did that guy not count? I wonder if there's actual special... Oh, yeah. Purple circles. Okay, just not just random dudes. Overpower them. Got a random patrol. Done. This guy was never gonna let me by. I'll probably take you out before jumping into the circle. Ooh, everybody wants to play. Okay. Alright, come on, I'll wait for my Berserk to be up. There we go, Berserk. That makes all my hits criticals. So it's just going to burn all these guys down with little effort. Piece of cake. Alright, let's see if we can get around that guy without getting any more unnecessary battle. Ah, hello? Just the two of them? It appears to be just the two of them. More than just the two of them. paralyzing me. That's rather annoying. Oh, and they got themselves a vanguard. Oh, that's just a random spawn. Okay. There we go. That ought to do it. And now we head on out of here and meet back up. Oh. Get rid of this guy. Alright, Alian. You have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is report the mission success to our to Commander Leveilleur. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. Alright, and back to the Rising Stones and have a chat with Alphino. Alright. Report in. It does me well to see you thus returned, though I doubt not your prowess. Entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Ayame. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time. We can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until I have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Ayame, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I am afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Kurthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. Alright, I'll take those silver pieces. Alright, so what's up? An influential Ishgardian wishes to meet the Warrior of Light, and Alphino would like nothing more than to oblige him. We've been blessed with a rare opportunity, Yami, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Emeric. Emeric? Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. It will be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Carthus. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Alright, we'll have a chat with Minfilia, and I'll probably get the correct pronunciation of his name when we have a voiced cutscene with him in it. Imeric? Something like that. We'll see. You'd think I would remember. He's actually a major character in the next expansion, but not really. Alright, Minfilia. A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Elfino believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent, I take it Ayame has explained the situation? She has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Abalathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tear Skies. Since which time, their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why, naught. Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Ayame. Our old friend Lord Harchefont is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Alright, but I think that is probably going to be where we call it for the day. So, we will head out of the Camp Dragonhead, meet with Emmerich when we come back. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.